Are you ready to become everything that you are here to be? Because this is the week that it's going to happen. This is the energy forecast for September 8th, Monday, through to Sunday, the 14th. And we've got a beautiful arching theme this week. So, this week is all about, are you ready to stand front and center? Are you ready to become the full creator of your experience? So, for those of you that are super into manifesting and all that stuff, I'm going to drop some nuggets throughout this for you, some tips on what to do, but this is really about the merging of full self. So, as always, this is very starseed related, very light worker related. The energy this week is all about how brave are you going to be? Are you ready? Are you truly ready to embrace all that you are? And that can be a little complicated sometimes. Sometimes we can go into a little bit of avoidance of embracing the deeper pain points in order to transmute them. Sometimes we can go into a little bit of avoidance of being all that we are, whether that's quirky, dorky, spicy, saucy, all the things, right? So this week is really that like, okay, get ready. Here we go. Here we go. And the whole week is stepping stones towards really embodying everything that you are by the end of the week. We are in a really intense timeline. We're talking about this quite a bit. So, September 27th, we are going to have an acceleration in our energy. We are in a really intense gateway opening right now where we are integrating our higher selves, our galactic selves, our parallel selves, and we are becoming a full remembrance of everything that we are. And with that comes new gifts, like new spiritual gifts, new wisdom, new insight into the direction of our life and the purpose of why we're here. And it could be a little bit overwhelming sometimes. The ego self is trying to adapt to that in, oof, like this is a big deal where we're in it for a lot more than what we realized, right? Like we've got a lot of 4D spiritual stuff going on about, be a mentor, be a coach, all that stuff is way bigger than that, gang. It is way bigger. We are here to change the outcome of all that is, and we are being prepared for that. So the gateway openings that we've had this year, this is the third one. It's being extended. So it started a little bit ago. It's being extended all the way until November now. It's this opening of full connection. So no realms between or no veils between the realms, beautiful connection to your oversoul, your higher self, your guides, your galactic family, your starseed origin, all those things. And then it's going to be accelerated drastically on the 27th. As we move into October, we're really moving into purpose. We're really moving into the onset of drastic change for Gaia, for humanity, and everything involved. And what we do next impacts not just us, not just the collective body of humanity and everything here, but it also impacts our entire galaxy and beyond, like literally. So it's really important timelines. And we're feeling that. We're feeling the urgency. We're having these activations in our sleep state. Our sleep schedule's way off. We're feeling a little exhausted, body discomfort, muscle cramping, digestive upset. Like this is like we're being activated hard. We've been going through so we have a membership called Starseed Rebellion, and I've been sharing so much beautiful content there. On Tuesday, I'm going to be channeling the 13 main civilizations and doing a DNA activation in regards to deepening your connections and awareness of your purpose, because this is the timeline we came here for. So it's this week is all about activations. So let's dive in, shall we? We're going to start with Monday. So Monday, the 8th. Last week we had a lot of blue avian energy activation, Lyrian, Atlantis. Like there was a lot of activation. So how did you handle that? How are you feeling? Because I know it can be quite taxing on the body. Most of my students just went into like, I just need a nap or not being able to sleep at all. My scoop. But we're kicking this week off on Monday with Dragon Realm activation. So with the Dragon Realm activation, we a lot of us, the Dragon Riders, the Saphirian energy. So I'll be channeling them on Tuesday. They're one of the main 13 civilizations. This is about we become the energy portals. We become the vibration of compassion. We become the vibration of the Dragon Kingdom. And that's how they're able to come here. We've got a lot of dense energy going on. I shared that in last month's recordings, which you can get all of those in the membership platform. They're always there for you. And we held a special event on the 26th of August where we talked about the suppression energy and the veil and the matrix. So we are beginning to take that matrix down. We're becoming the new grid line. And one of those roles is becoming the light gateway for the dragon energy to move in. So Monday is all about dragon activation. When we look at how we're going to navigate this energy, um, just having a look here. This is about open heart, open mind. When we go into the truth of open heart, open mind on Monday, this is going to be open to anything that's holding us back as well. So we really want to be open to any hidden pain points, any hidden shame, specifically shame, guilt, embarrassment, humiliation. Those are sort of the last layers that we're moving through. So we want to look at, are we harboring those unknowingly? Can we open up that space and have a look at it and hold it in love and compassion? So it's a great day for inner child work. It's a great day for meditating. It's a great day to anchor and stay grounded. It's a great day to look up. Some of us are starting to experience our dragons in sixth dimension, seventh dimension, eighth dimension. So, like, they're sort of arriving here and showcasing themselves and giving us confirmation. So, just look for that, pay attention to that, but stay heart centered. So, left hand on cosmic heart and just feel them, connecting to Gaia, feel them because they are strong with us on Monday. As we move into Tuesday's energy, this is a little bit of a different vibe. So, this is where the manifesting energy is going to come in. Tuesday is all about, are you allowing yourself to receive abundance? Prosperity, love, nurturing, all of these qualities. We've got a lot of clarity coming through on Tuesday. So Tuesday, we're having that cosmic heart energy is really moving up. We're having a whole chakra rewrite. So our lower chakra system is being restructured to match our upper chakra system. So those of us that are really in the thick of it, that are star seeds, that are here for purpose, we're going to go through that towards the end of the week with the lower chakra system. But the upper chakra system is being a little accelerated right now. So Tuesday, we're going to feel that. We're going to feel more opening in our crown. We're going to feel more opening in our third eye. We're going to feel pineal gland start to be a little more active. This is a great day for downloads, automatic writing, telepathy, practicing telepathy. You can do that with the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, or your galactic self, your higher self. This is a day for allowing information to move from above into that heart space so that we can open up those channels for when we go through the lower chakra system adjustment towards the end of the week. So, what I want you to do on Tuesday is go into receiving mode. This is about how much can you receive. So you're looking for confirmation, you're allowing. We're not searching, we're not hunting for it. We're literally just going to allow ourselves to receive confirmation because confirmation brings confidence, confidence brings inspiration, inspiration brings motivation. And that's where the inspired so out of the 12 principles, the principle of inspired action is going to be working in your favor. So we're looking for the confirmation. We are looking for all of the reasons to say, thank you, I love you, right? So everywhere it's like, oh, thank you, I love you. Another great mantra to use is that was easy. So we're looking for how things are easy because that's you receiving. You can look for every item that you're purchasing is like everything I buy is on sale. Money loves me so much it doesn't want to leave. Everything I buy is on sale. We can use that mindset. We can we can pick a color. Something that's not overly traditional. Like we don't want to pick green because it's everywhere right now. Because we're in September, but you can pick a color like orange or purple or something and be like, the more I see that color, the more prosperity I'm receiving, the more downloads I'm receiving. So the more we go into that receiving energy, the more download information we're going to get, the more acceleration we're going to receive. So it's so important that we go right into receiving mode. I am safe to receive all of my needs and beyond. And then we start to expect that. And that's how you're going to sort of speed up the energy. So also on Tuesday, you want to pay attention to where are your thoughts, because your thoughts are creating reality. So really pay attention to what is in my thought patterns. Where am I putting my focus? What am I looking at? How am I perceiving my life, the people in my life, myself? And is it in a high vibrational state? So we're just going to slow down, pay attention to the thought process. That's going to support you in receiving as well. All right. As we move into Wednesday's energy, so this is the 10th. What I really love, just side note, so when I converse with the divine civilizations, the 13 civilizations that I channel, they always ask for a specific day that I bring them forward. And so when I was scheduling September's energy, they wanted to come through on the 9th. They're like, no, we're going to do us on the 9th. And then on the 23rd, we'll do the 13 supportive civilizations. And I was like, all right. And then now I'm looking at the energy and it's all about receiving downloads. I love that. Love it. Love it. So can't wait to see you there. All right. Wednesday's energy. This is the 10th. This is going to be about being courageous to be who you truly are. It takes so much courage to be truly vulnerable with the world, with yourself, with all of the things, but it also takes a tremendous amount of courage to truly put yourself on display. It took me years to get really comfortable channeling in front of people because I was like, I felt like I was crazy, right? For the longest time. And it took me a few years to really get comfortable with being, this spicy, quirky, dorky, dyslexic weirdo that I am. So I want you to kind of sit with yourself on Wednesday and write a list of what do I desire? How do I desire to present myself into the world? What are the pieces of me that I would love to bring forward? How do I desire to be perceived? How do I desire to be received in the world? And then you're going to look at what's it going to take in your courage for you to stand in that. I know a lot of star seeds right now. We are going through the transmutation of um, like, am I losing my mind? Am I crazy? How is my family going to look at this? Is everybody gonna think that I'm like way off in left field? It's okay, right? We don't have to throw it at everybody. And if when we're looking at who takes us in, like in that starseed nature, some people just aren't ready yet. And the analogy that I love to use is a field of corn. Okay. Hear me out for a minute here. So I want you to take this analogy on Wednesday and remind yourself, especially when it comes to working with your inner child or past versions of yourself, because your subconscious has to believe as much as your now self believes. And as we're moving through being dragon riders, being Atlantean, Atlantis rising, disclosure coming, like all of these incredible things that are going to move us into unity, we have it here. We've got it in here in our grown up self, right? We're like, okay, I got this. I'm like, I'm in this. I'm in this spiritual journey. I am thick in the ascension process. And we're like, yeah, but sometimes the subconscious or the inner child doesn't believe it yet. And we want to give them permission to believe that. So, as we're moving through, it's a great idea to revisit some of those spaces within ourselves and say, do you feel safe? My inner child was so different from the rest of the world, so different. And I had to be small. So, it took me a little while to get really comfortable with letting myself be seen truly, right? So the analogy back to the cornfield, right? So this is, I just want you to remind yourself on Wednesday, imagine a whole cornfield, and that's humanity, your family, your upbringing, everything, everybody who's been in your life, all corn in a cornfield. And some of us, star seeds, were sunflowers. And so we start to grow with the corn and we're like, okay, yeah, we don't know what we look like. We have no idea what we are because we're looking at corn. And corn is looking at us going, okay, let's just convince them that they're also corn. Let's just do that. And so you grow and you grow. And then when you really jump into your spiritual ascension, that sunflower goes beyond the corn and starts to face the sun. And as it does that, it sees all the other the star seeds, all the other sunflowers, and goes, oh my God, that's what I am. Oh. And then our childhood makes sense because we never belonged. We never fit in. We never belonged. Our caregivers often made us feel small or unworthy. They emotionally abandoned us or neglected us. And we've had that life of like, why, what is wrong with me? There was never anything wrong with you. You were just always a sunflower growing in a cornfield. So I want you to remember that on Wednesday. It's going to be really important because that's what we're recalibrating is that we are safe and that we found each other, right? We have over 100 star seeds from all over Gaia. Like we now have a star seed from China in there. Finally, China is arriving. Like this is amazing. So in the Star Seed Rebellion, our membership, all walks of life and all over the world. And we're finding each other and we're resonating with each other. And we have a whole page for sharing is caring. We have a whole page for serious talk where we get to explore our journeys together and resonate and not feel so alone or so crazy anymore. So it's beautiful confirmation, right? And that's the vibe of Wednesday is like, how am I going to allow this for myself? How am I going to allow myself to be witnessed by those that are capable, not by the corn, but by the other sunflowers? So I want you just to write a list. How do I really desire to put myself into the world? And then we're going to work towards that. As we move into Thursday's energy, so Thursday the 11th, because we're doing this deep dive on Wednesday, the next stepping stone on Thursday is going to be feeling that transformation. So I want you to go into the day expecting greatness. I want you to go into the day expecting receiving beautiful confirmation, beautiful things, expecting that you are being held, that you're being loved, that you are being honored. This is all about the excitement of new beginnings. So we're feeling all this integration and activation. And Thursday, we're kind of standing on our 2 feet, being like, I got this. I'm good. It's a really great energy day. So celebrate that, honor yourself. I want you to reflect. One of the tips I share so often is you're going to reflect back on how far you've come. Like 30-year-old me would do anything to have the life that I have right now, like literally anything. So I want you to look and be like, how far have I actually come? Even from 6 months ago, how far have I allowed myself to ascend and go? Really look for all the micro reasons because they'll build up into confirmation and bring more celebration through your system. Um, so we're really going to be anchored and standing into that. Now, the flip side of that, if you are holding on to some deep pain that is just really uncomfortable to go into, you may be feeling that a little bit more on Thursday because that is required to be loved and honored and transmuted in order for you to get to the next level. So, depending on where you're at, and that's going to give you a good indicator where you're at. Are you feeling that deep pain and the avoidance of it and this like, oh, I don't know what to do with it? Then that's a good indicator that that's your last tier. We really want to examine that and allow it to transform. Or you're going to be standing solid and being like, let's go. So you're going to go into celebration mode if that's the case. As we move into Friday's energy. So Friday's energy, this is the 12th on Friday. Friday is about taking that leap of faith. So this is how the cards are showing it to me. The cards are showing me that deep secret that you want to put into the world, that deep passion that you have, the divine purpose, the ache for purpose, the knowing that you're here for fucking something. Like I know it, right? That pain or the awareness of putting yourself into the world, starting a blog, a vlog, starting social media, YouTube, whatever it be, writing that book, having that conversation. This is a day where the thing that's going on inside, we're going to do. It is an action day on Friday. So this could be anything from having that conversation with your lover. It could be setting boundaries with your children. It could be making the decision to relocate. It could be starting a fitness program. It could be writing the book. It could be anything, just those things inside you that you're like, this is my next level. I know this is my next level. We're going to put into action. We're going to take the leap of faith and we're going to start to strategize and take a step towards that. It is a really supportive day to go all the way if you want to. I truly believe that nothing needs to be forced, nothing needs to be rushed. But the energy is in your favor for it. So Friday is the most incredible day to just go for it. Go for it. This could be calling in sick from work and spending the day meditating. It could be joining the Starseed Rebellion and putting your intro in there. Like everybody needs an intro in there. Introduce yourself. It could be like anything. This is the day. You could go as big or as small as you want, and it will be so supportive. It's an incredible day for change. So now that you know that, you can start to strategize that at the beginning of the week and get yourself prepared for Friday because it's awesome. All right, as we move into the weekend, so we've got Saturday the 13th. This is intense, okay? We've got this crown chakra activation sort of happening for us on Tuesday, this upper chakra system acceleration, right? As we move into the weekend, we're going to feel that plunging down into the lower body. So our lower chakra system is being heightened drastically. And with that can come, overactive bowels or underactive bowels, digestive discomfort, cramping. I talked a lot about this in the grid worker program the other day. Um, but we're feeling a big shift. So you're going to feel a big shift. You're going to feel expansion. I really want you to allow as above, so below. Both these cards are indicating as above, so below. So what that means is you're going to allow the energy that's above to move through you. So a technique that I use is very simply, it's much bigger than this, but very simply, we're going to imagine it like a coil coming down all the way through your entire body down into Gaia. And then in the opposite direction, a coil is going to come up from Gaia all the way through you, all the way into the ethers, like way up there, right? So we're going to imagine those two cords spinning like a rope in opposite directions through the body. Once that gets going, left hand on cosmic heart. So we've got our heart chakra, our galactic heart chakra, our sacred heart chakra, and our cosmic heart. That's the one that's really that's moving right now. So left hand on heart, there's two pressure points right in here. So you can take your fingers and just activate those. It'll help kind of regulate the nervous system a little bit. And then you're going to put your left hand on heart. You're going to sit there. You're going to feel this energy moving up and down. And then you're going to choose a vibration, an energy, an emotion that serves you. So it could be joy, happiness, freedom, thriving, ease, pleasure, passion, courage. What serves you? What do you require right now? And then you're going to allow that energy to go up and down. And then the shape of the cross, front and back, you're going to then take your hand and start to pull that energy out the front and imagine it coming out the back. And that's going to fill up the whole electromagnetic field, your auric field, your vortex. You're going to fill up all that energy and you're going to sit in that energy. That's going to help the preparation for what Sunday's going to do. So it's really important that you spend just a few minutes at minimum just letting this energy move through you to prepare you for Sunday's activation. Sunday's activation is the lower chakra system. So we're going to feel a massive acceleration in the lower chakra system take place. Some of us are already having it happen. I certainly am. But it's going to be a little bit more intense on Sunday, the 14th. So what we're going to be feeling, and I want to teach something to you really quick. What we're going to be feeling is this energy movement. And with that, it is bringing us the ability to really have the light body code activation and expansion to a whole other level, as well as the dragon light code activation, which is coming very soon, um, to move through the body, to prepare the body for this. So I'm going to teach you a little something on why I knock Reiki a little bit. Okay. If you watch my lives at 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Eastern time on Thursdays on YouTube, you know that I can be a little spicy. And I'm not knocking it. There's a time and place for everything, but I have some strong theories. So I want to talk about the chakra system and why Reiki is bullshit, in my opinion. And that triggers a lot of people. And I'm sorry, not sorry, but here we go. Um, One, Reiki was created by some dude who got a download a really, really, really long time ago, and we've ascended since. So maybe there's something more to it. The galactic chakra system. So we're taught at the seven main chakras. So crown, you guys know them: crown, third eye, throat, heart, your evil sacral, right? That they're line and the energy exists, right? And then we have the Kundalini rising. I don't believe in any of that anymore. I think that's very fourth dimensional consciousness. And the reason I think that is because as I progress with my healing, I've been channeling galactic civilizations my whole life. And when I was in my healing era of being a healer, they offered me a lot of galactic techniques. And then I remember one amazing, amazing woman in my life. And as I was working on her chakra system, she was very connected into the golden elders, the Andromeda golden elders. And so I'm talking with them, and her chakra system's upside down. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, it's not what you think it is. And what they showed me is the Merkaba. So I love that this is on the card and that we can talk about this. So the Merkaba is a three-sided pyramid that's this way and a three-sided pyramid that's this way. They come together so that the point of the bottom one coming up goes through the base of the other one. This is me trying to use my hands. The other one that's coming down, they spin in opposite directions. Okay. What the galactic has shown me for years is that your chakra system, your sacred heart, cosmic heart, is in the middle of the Merkaba. And then the three-pointed triangle that's rotating is your three upper chakras. The human body, we love confirmation, we love confidence. So we're going to feel it in these spots, right? Because We've been taught it, we believe it, that's what we think it is. So you're going to feel it there, sure. But those chakras are actually on the points of the pyramid, and your lower chakra system is on the base points, spinning in the opposite direction. So, going back to the beginning of the week, I was talking about feeling energy coil down and the other energy coil up. That's what allows it to move in union with the Merkaba, with your true chakra system. So, really unpopular opinion. Not a lot of people get that, but then some of you do, which is amazing. Um, but that's why simply working on those body points, those perceived chakras, like I know hundreds of people who will go for a Reiki session. Does their life change? No, no. And worse yet, your Reiki practitioner is like, I remember one fucking burping the whole time because the energy was so intense. And I was like, no, that's your fucking bullshit moving through you. It has nothing to do with me. We can only heal self. We can hold space for others to heal self, and we can offer energy. But mm, there's that. Activations are a little bit different when they're coming from source, when they're coming from galactic, when they're not coming from the presentation of wanting to be special, right? So, anyways, that's just a side note, something to chew up, think about. That's just how my brain thinks right now, based on what I've been shown through the galactic. If it resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, throw it away. You don't have to. You don't have to reside with that or resonate with that. So that's our week. Sunday is going to be intense. You're going to feel a lot of energy movement. It is a great day for rest. It's a great day for taking a little time out, having a little nappy nap, a little meditation, a little napitation. It's a great day to put your feet up and just chill. So enjoy it. Okay. As we move into next week, the energy is going to continue to spike as we move to that acceleration timeline. And we've got the new moon energy on the next week as well. So, oof, here we go. We're in it. We're in the biggest timeline of our life. This is the onset of the greatest transformation that we've ever seen. And you are required for that. So own that. Let your ego digest it. It takes a bit of time, but own it and own your worth. Love your damn self. And until I see you again, go look in the mirror. Find all the reasons you can to say, thank you. I love you. I'll see you next week.